I didn't know Russo had a book.
This is the guy that reads wrestling books, you know? No, so he has like two of them, first of all. His second one just came out. So in his book, I'm reading this paragraph. I don't know who he's talking about. It ends up being Jim Ross. It's just like this annoying guy who Vince just wouldn't just let go. He was useless. Meanwhile, we remember Jim Ross as a legendary commentator who was the voice of the biggest time in wrestling history. But the way Vince Russo describes him in this paragraph is the annoying guy who keeps getting fired and keeps whining his way back. So I'm sure he was. I would have never known. Like, for one, I don't read his blog.
I don't read the blog, but I do see it when it's posted. Like wrestling news sites will take excerpts out of it, and there is a lot of like gray area when he talks about like the WWE, because it's like you can't tell if is Ross playing a character that's frustrated because like currently right now he's like, you know, not with them, you know, like, so, you know, he's bitter that they're using Michael Cole instead of him, but it comes off like he might be telling the truth. Like I think there might be some bitterness, and he doesn't get why he's not the lead announcer anymore, and he doesn't get why they invite him back only to be humiliated every time they're in Oklahoma or whatever. Because it's always like people say, "Oh, are you going to be at WrestleMania?" And he'll be like, "It's not up to me, so I'll know when you know." And he's like, "Oh, well, when they ask me, I just show up and do what I'm told. I don't know anything that's going on." It's like I could kind of see him being that guy, because even now in this time where it seems clear that they want him to go away, he doesn't seem to get it. I mean, that's taking that what he says is real. It seems like he's still this bitter guy that doesn't get why he's not the lead guy for the broadcast team.
Jim Ross definitely does not strike me as the type of guy who is I'm my biggest critic. But Jim Ross never calls a match and goes, "I didn't do a good job." Because now he just, like that WrestleMania match is like, "Oh, it's the Miz is in the corner." It's the slowest pace, the worst commentary. And him and Lawler were just probably like, it's good to get back just like old times, right? They don't give a fuck about how bad they've become. Jim Ross isn't even aware of it. I remember when he was a commentator, the three of them, him, Michael Cole, and Booker, and the three Jim Rosses, like I said, the three of them, they were doing commentary, and one of his tweets was, "Look, I know the worst I've ever seen him be on himself was, it takes a while, to gel." No, it's you. Michael Cole can call a great match with anybody. You're the problem, Jim Ross.
Right, because I think the thing with broadcasters is, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that like I could do it or it's so easy. But they're all good at their job. So, I mean, like, and you each have your role. Like, Jim Ross can do with Jerry Lawler the same that he could do with Booker T or anyone that does that role. You call the match and say what's happening. The other guys try to slip in some, the color commentary. They add to what you're saying. And that should be the same with any broadcast team. Like, I get that you could be better once you've worked together with more people, but you should be able to work in with I think, with anybody. And this more so in wrestling than any other, like, sport, because it's so just been done in detail. Like, it's obvious what you do in wrestling broadcasts.